My name's Sam Weatherford. I'm a physician assistant. I've been practicing medicine for over 20 years. I graduated from the Medical University of South Carolina. I live in the lovely town of Wallace in the country, 3 acres out there, a lovely wife and 2 children, and fantastic practice. I joined the Navy at a young age, 17, and had the privilege and the honor to be a Navy rescue swimmer, and I got exposed to saving people. Our motto was, "So others may live," and it just kind of stuck with me at an early age. The PA program profession was kicking back off in the late 80s, and it was a great opportunity for me in my 30s to practice medicine. I applied to the Medical University of South Carolina. Several hundred of us who interviewed for that class, 30 were eventually chosen. It was an honor to graduate with those guys and be voted by my fellow students and the faculty as the most outstanding student of my class. And I certainly didn't set off with that to become addicted to drugs or alcohol, which I eventually did. In the beginning, it was, I like to drink, I'm gonna drink. And when I'm ready to stop, I'll stop. And when I got to the point of, I think there's a problem here, I need to stop, I couldn't stop. That was the reality, that was the gut check, I couldn't stop. I divorced. I wasn't seeing my 14-year-old daughter anymore because when I got off work, I was getting drunk. I didn't want to leave the house on the weekend because I wanted to drink. I was an avid outdoorsman, whitewater kayaker, surfer, mountain biker. That all stopped. I had become that textbook addict and alcoholic. I was on the road to ruin jails, institutions, or death. I was going down a dark hole at that point. And I could put my game face on, go to work, and listen to what your chief complaint was and formulate a plan. And when you lose your empathy for your patients, which is what I loved, was being able to embrace my patients with true compassion and empathy for them and help them, parents, take care of their children. When you lose that, the reason that I went into medicine, and I'm just going in for 5 minutes to get in and get out so I can get to 3, so I can get in the car to get to the house by 4 and take that drink. It's a miserable life. It even went so far as to binge drinking with a friend on a weekend and having a neighbor come over and ask for some medical help with a 15-year-old son who was sick that needed some care, and hungover and drunk as a barnyard skunk. I took care of them right then and there on the spot and wrote some prescriptions and got into some serious trouble with the medical board, which landed me in front of them at that time. I made a phone call, spoke to Joe Jordan. He had me come in, sit down and talk to him. I shared my story in recovery with him as we have here, and he was very proactive and very encouraging in helping me re-establish my medical career. And that's what I needed at that time, because my low had taken me so far down, I didn't know that I'd be able to practice medicine again. And I give PHP credit, and I know it's a scary place to go because it's a difficult walk to walk, but it's a walk that we each have to walk if we're gonna be honest with ourselves in recovery. I come back to where I was 5-10 years ago, and then to be here today with what I have, simply by having the courage to step through the door at PHP. That's where it started. That's where it started with my journey back into practicing medicine. My 5-year experience with the North Carolina PHP has been very rewarding. It's been rewarding and insightful. I wouldn't trade it. Wouldn't trade it. It was a good thing. And I'm glad it happened. And that's part of what PHP offers people with a medical license, is the opportunity to make those amends with regard to the medical board and the public. Because really, at the end of the day, my license to practice medicine is a privilege. It's not a right.